country. Okay, we're in the cab now of your Fiat. We've got our key in the ignition. To start the engine, we press the brake, turn the key, and it starts the motor. You see the dials there, and we've got a rear door open which will close. But so you're all ready to go. Just keep your foot on the brake, put it into gear, bring it down to drive, accelerate. Make sure your handbrake is off. Your handbrake will be down the side. All right, down the side of your chair. Make sure that's off, completely down, and you're ready to drive. Now you've got various things on your dial. You've got your speedo over that side. You've got your fuel and everything. You've got a trip meter on the end of your wiper blade. So you've got wiper control rather. All right, so you've got various things that you can use: trip meters, average speed, date, range is a helpful one. So we've got just under half a tank of diesel. It'll last us 353 kilometers, so that's a useful one. All right, now on the steering wheel, it comes with an airbag, and some models you will have controls down the side of the steering wheel for your radio, volume and taking calls, etc. Now on your gear stick, there's a drive mode model. This is like an overdrive, a sports mode if you like. If you press it once, it goes to power mode on the dial. So if you're going up a hill and you want a little bit of power, you can put it on that. But when you get to the top of the hill, don't forget to press it once for eco, another for normal, and then it'll be back to normal. Reversing, to put it in reverse, we need the reverse camera. Now this radio is operated, run from the 12-volt battery. It's not on your ignition, so you need to switch it on here. There's a little button, press in, it will boot up the radio. And the reason it's on a separate switch is so that when you're using the motorhome, you can have your radio and entertainment without having the ignition on. So I'll just turn that volume down while we're talking. Now to put it in reverse, we've got the radio on. Put it up to reverse, and you'll see a picture comes up. There's nothing behind us, that's the asphalt, but that's your reverse camera view. For reversing, you'll see the bottom corners of the vehicle, the white here. So you can also, while you're driving, say we're in drive, you can put it in camera mode and use it as a rear vision mirror. See who's following you, etc., or if you're towing a trailer or whatever. So you can use camera mode on the radio itself. So now when we turn off the vehicle, put it in park, and turn it off, the radio will remain on until you turn it off at the switch again. So it means you can have your entertainment, you can Bluetooth it. If I look at the controls there, you've got the ability to Bluetooth. All right, just very quickly, you'll probably know how to figure this, but just press the button there. There's the model of the radio. You can rename it, put your name in there, look for it on your device, press pair. It'll come up on here saying, do you want to pair it? Just say yes, and then the two will pair, and then your phone will pair with this every time you come close to it with it switched on. You can send and receive calls from here. You can play your Spotify music through here. You'll see there's a little hands-free microphone here, so that if you receive a call through the stereo while you're driving, you can talk hands-free and be safe. Immediately below it, we've got the air conditioning. So air conditioning off and on there. You've got your temperature setter, the dial here. You've got where you'd like the air, windscreen, face or feet. You've got your fan speed. All right, you've got recirculate if you're behind a smelly truck or something, and for demisting the windscreen in winter. So that's your basic air conditioning. Below it, you've got some buttons here, traction control. The Fiat Ducato has that, so it just means it gears it down to a safe ratio while you're driving on gravel. This is icy mountain descent. It'll stop. It'll gear you right down to about under 20 kilometers an hour, and your wheels won't slide. Emergency indicators. This is our central locking. we've got a door open at the moment, but if all your doors are closed, press that, it'll lock it. It's the same as using the button on your keys. That's just for the airbags. You've got a USB port and a 12 volt DC. Remember, you can use your tyre puncture repair kit from here. It'll reach all the way back to any of your wheels. These are on the ignition, but on the radio, which is dedicated to 12 volt, there is a little USB jack that is wired up that you can charge. So long as the radio is on, you can charge your phone through this, and you can sync your phone through this to your radio if you really want to get technical. And you can either Bluetooth and use Apple CarPlay or Auto for Android, all right. Or you can charge from this even when the key's not in the ignition, as long as your radio's on. There's also a remote usually for the radios, and this just means you can have your music playing and operate it from the bedroom if you wish. All right. Cup holders, pretty obvious there, and also glove boxes. A glove box under here. This is your airbag, and then above it there is a neat little bottle holder. Now during the summer, when you're using the air conditioning will cool this. So if you put your bottle in there, close it down, use the air conditioning, it'll chill it. Right above the radio we have a phone cradle. Alright, so what we can do is, it's either a map holder, a little clip there. You just have to pull it up reasonably firmly, pull this lever on the left, and you'll see these come out, and you can just slot your phone in there, like mine, and use your maps on there. You could use your phone charger and again plug it into this charger USB lead here, and either sync it or just charge it from there. So you can transfer your maps to the radio if you really want to be technical, or just run them from your phone from the phone cradle. To take it out, just lift your phone out, close this lever on the left again, and then pop those in. It'll stay in, and then close it. So remember, just pull up when you need to use it, but make sure that this lever is in when you pop it down. Alright, on the controls here, back to the controls, we've got our lights. This is a European vehicle, so lights on the left, wipers on the right, and we've got cruise control. This one's got two settings. It's got the top setting is a get up to speed and fix it at a speed, or the bottom setting if you want a speed limiter. Now remember, if you've got a heavy vehicle or a cough, you'll have a speed limit of 90k, so you might want to set it to 95 so that you can't drive any higher than that. Up to you, but it's a useful piece of equipment. And now to the right of the steering wheel, it's a little hard to get at, but we have some buttons here. Mode switch for the display and adjustments up and right. That is a light display also, so if you load your vehicle high, your lights might tilt up and the beam might be too high and opposing traffic, so you can adjust it down here. It's got a demister for the mirrors, it's a demister for the lights, and this is an auto start stop. Now this means as European vehicles go, they will have a start stop. As soon as you start the motorhome and drive it, say you go to a giveaway, it might turn off the engine. If you don't want that function, you have to press this on and it will turn it off. But next time you start the vehicle, it will be automatically on, so you can just turn it off from there. Now while we're there, there's the joystick for the mirrors. So you've got right and left. Just work the joystick to adjust the mirror, and the A-Class, the mirror has a demister for the winter. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. The vents, adjustments. Now on every vehicle there'll be blinds. So on the A-Class we have blinds that slide across and magnetically join there on that side. It's not wanting to join. Alright, I'll put that back. That should, and then one over the front that join in the middle and give you total privacy, alright, while you're using the motorhome, so that no one can look in. Remember on the A-Class to pop these back so they don't start sliding out. You've got your visor, alright, that you can pull down and adjust. In the A-Class you have a sliding window on the driver's side and a power window on the passenger side. Alright,